Well, they aren't nurses or doctors, but right now their job is more critical than ever.
Through this crisis, social workers inside local hospitals are working tirelessly to make sure families of patients know what's going on and keep them at ease, knowing they can't come to the hospital. Jamie Edmonds shows us how they've become a lifeline during these dark days.
It must be so hard for families who have loved ones in the hospital to not be able to be there with them. That's where social workers come in and bridge that gap.
It feels really crazy, not to be able to see my husband. It's been since March 14th now.
Tiffany Moses hasn't seen her husband Anthony since the day she took him to Beaumont Farmington Hills with coronavirus symptoms. In that time, he's tested positive for the virus, been put on a ventilator, and been taken off.
They were preparing me for his death. And now she's telling me they're going to take him off the vent the next day. So I was like, that's a miracle.
Moses credits the doctors and nurses, of course, but also the social worker who managed to keep her in the loop and set up rehab care after Anthony was discharged.
They were very helpful, and it was a blessing because I didn't have to do anything.
Hospital-based medical social workers have had to adapt to find ways to keep families in the know. Oftentimes, they're the only connection.
One thing that we thought as a team is that we really just need to make sure that we are connecting with these families. The families are used to being at the bedside with the patients.
But in these times, that isn't possible, whether the patient is a COVID-19 patient or at the hospital for other reasons. The social workers at Beaumont Farmington Hills use iPads to keep patients and families connected. They coordinate after hospital care and in some cases offer assistance with funeral arrangements.
There have been many conversations that I've been fortunate to have with our patients' family members outside of the hospital who are, of course, very thankful to have the connection, being able to bridge that gap between, the world here and the world outside.
Social workers, another example of heroes on the front lines. The Moses family is so grateful for the care that Anthony received at Beaumont Farmington Hills. He's now in that rehab facility, and they were able to celebrate his birthday virtually. Jamie Edmonds, Local 4.